Hi, this is Greg Jameson, and I've got another dirty little secret about internet marketing to share with you today. Today we're going to talk about Google's dirty little secret. Everyone who has a website wants to get listed number one on Google. This seems to be the holy grail of internet marketing. But Google is always changing the rules, purposefully trying to mix it up so that their site is dynamic. How then can you get to be number one on Google and remain there? There is a secret to doing this, and I'm going to share it with you. It's called YouTube. Now, most people are aware that Google owns YouTube, and a lot of people are even aware that YouTube is the number 2 search engine behind Google. But what most business owners don't understand is that having videos is the single best way to get your site listed on the first page of the Google results. Here's a tip. Google likes to use their own web properties to feed the search results. If you haven't claimed your spot on places.google.com or Google+, go do it. Then make yourself a video and post it on YouTube. You don't have to pay an SEO or search engine optimization company tens of thousands of dollars or use Google AdWords to get listed number one on Google. You just need to have enough content out there that Google thinks that you're important. And having a video is the best way to do that. Let me show you some examples. I've got a customer called Parker Feed Store that was not coming up on the Google search results at all. In fact, their competitor, who was only a block away, was the one that was coming up number one. Well, I made them a video, and they now come up on the first slot of the Google search results for Parker Feed Store, and their video also appears on the first page. Now you might be saying, well, that's the name of their business. Of course they should come up number one. And you're right, but they weren't. So what about other companies that are searching for a particular keyword phrase? For example, space-themed apparel. I did this video for the Space Store, and you can see that their video for space-themed apparel appears on page 1. Perhaps more significant is a company called Amerimex. I created 2 different videos for them for products that they import: ironwood figurines and Pakistan baskets. And if you now do a search on ironwood figurines, the page on their website for those products comes up number 1 and their video number 2. And the same thing happens if you search for Pakistan baskets. The Amerimex page for those products comes up number 1 and their video number 2. Now next you have to have a catchy title. I released another video that became popular called Amazon's Dirty Little Secret. If I had called this video Using Customer Reviews and Ratings to Drive Sales, it probably would have gotten 10% of the views that it did, simply because the title wouldn't have been as compelling. Titles matter. Make yours be something that attracts attention if you want your video to get viewed. But it turns out you don't have to have a lot of views for your video to get your website to the number 1 slot on Google. You just have to have one. It does have to be properly tagged with the appropriate keywords and have a description that also uses those keywords. The description must have a link back to your website. To do this, include the full URL, such as http://www.yourwebsite.com. The http:// is required. Now that you have your video uploaded to YouTube, embed it on the appropriate page of your website. For example, if your video is about how to properly select a saddle for your horse, embed this video on the page of your site that sells saddles. Now remember how I said that you should claim your space at places.google.com? Now you need to go back to those sites and attach your video to your profiles. At this point, you have a single video that you uploaded one time to YouTube, but it links back to your site, it's embedded on your site, and it's attached to your other Google profile properties. Google thinks you're a rock star, and you are 50% more likely to get listed on page 1 and stay there. And if you commit to doing 1 video per month for the next 12 months, you will be ahead of 75% of the e-commerce sites out there. So the secret's out. Video will make you an expert, and Google will love you.